Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Terra Invicta. We're in a okay spot. We're not even a year in. I think you start at the beginning of 2022 or somewhere around there. What I find weird is, wasn't it the case that you had sped up developments in the beginning of the game and that dipped down at some point, but I didn't read anything about that anymore. Because I think the first mission phases were like 2 weeks, and after that, after a while, that changes because people just go by their daily lives and don't go faster than usual in all things. And you drop down to mission phases of a month. Maybe that's not the case anymore, I'm not sure. We'll see about that. On your best Mass Effect playthrough, Terrible Hamster says they had a Lady Shepherd variant. I mean, I'm playing as GaryTheGammarid most of the time, so... because that's fun. Was good fun, nice.
Public
Engineer
opinion
class,
remains unmoved.
This is annoying, but not that important at this time, since we have this lucky roll on opinion here.
Of course there was an accident. Frankly, I'm surprised it took this long. Just get the recovery crew in there to salvage the gear ASAP. Worry about the bodies later. The delays are costing us. Chairman Soren van Beek, internal memo.
And people are wondering how it can be that respectable businessmen are getting shot in the street, you know? When they're saying these things. Great stuff. Leaving Earth is... leaving Earth is one thing. Colonizing nearby worlds is another. Reliably and rapidly traversing the infinite expanse of space is yet another. And perhaps the toughest of these nuts to crack. Our current spacecraft and engines are capable of no such thing, at least not for any useful length of time. Oh yes. The major stumbling block is fuel. With our current sources constrained both by storage and propulsion limitations. It is a problem the world's finest engineers and physicists have long labored to solve, and now they now believe that a pathway to next-generation propulsion systems is open to us. Efficiency is the foremost avenue of their exploration, increasing the speed and longevity of propellant while reducing wear and damage to our ship's drives and nozzles. Now that the essential concepts are established, our researchers believe there are 3 possible paths to tread: electromagnetic, electrostatic, and electrothermal propulsion. Yeah, and I think electromagnetic is the best one in this game. I'm not sure. There is a whole chart about drives, guys, and I will consult that, but it's way too early for that. Each has its own advantage and will depend upon prior discoveries in other fields. Yeah, that is a problem. And I think the starting one is more like nuclear fission, but we'll see about that.
We are taking over.
But I do wish games would give us women characters who were roided up, strong and huge. Interesting, Terrible Hamster, if you want that, sure. Ooh, we got Mexico, nice. Let's try that again.
Our presence is growing.
And we got another one in Mexico. So now it's for the executive. We actually control the media now, which is pretty nice. Let me do something similar. Yeah, the anocracy we need to combat. We definitely will go for full unity. I don't care for funding right now. Their space program would be quite nice. I don't care for military or anything else. We're going to go with this one. Maybe we reduce the government a bit as well. And don't go that hard into more government. Which one reduces insurgency? Or rather unrest? Is that oppression? Yes. Well, let's put a bit more in oppression as well. Alien signatures. We have completed the alien signatures project. There's no doubt extraterrestrial life has touched down on Earth. The many questions we have regarding its origin as species and its intent will have to wait. All that matters now is finding it. By cross-referencing reports of unusual events in the vicinity of the landing site with similar data from our global intelligence network, we have developed a tracking system able to reliably identify disappearances most likely resulting from alien activity. And now our faction can
Commander,
detect
we
alien
appear to have an
abductions.
alien on the loose.
Too often we just get slim little women with noodle arms. Our studies of the crash site have determined that a motile sapient life form survived the crashdown and moved with purpose into the nearby wilderness. We have no footage of the creature nor any further sighting reports. Worryingly, however, we are receiving reports of strange occurrences in nearby communities, including disappearances of both animals and people. So far, we have no hard evidence that these events are related to the alien arrival, but should our agents detect concrete evidence of abductions, we should investigate immediately. Neat. And now we need to conduct a survey location mission in regions near alien crash sites, which we intend to. Okay, our research division has been studying the fragments of debris our counselor recovered from the crash site. The volume of material is very small, but our researchers have nevertheless drawn some important conclusions. The debris is made of some kind of metallic alloy that is unusually hard and strong, with properties that do not fully match anything that human engineers can reproduce. Several of our researchers suspect that some fraction of the substance may be extrasolar in origin. However, we have definitely established that the majority of the mass in the debris bears the unique signatures of our solar system's formation. In all likelihood, this ship was built somewhere within the orbit of our sun. Keep in mind, though, that there is a small part that might be out of our solar system. But I did say the last time here that it does make sense, because if you go from some place in the universe to here, or to anywhere else, it is hard enough to get your people there in one piece and also alive. Getting resources there as well would be ludicrous. So it's much easier to... I mean, it was employed in siege tactics as well, in the Middle Ages or something, you know, where you were going with your whole army there and then took the forest apart and built siege engines in place and not, you know, brought them with you all the time. Because that's much easier to do. Just building them out of raw material that you find wherever you want to siege helps. A wild alien in the woods sounds dangerous. Yes, I mean, it could be. Who knows? Maybe he's nice. Maybe he just wants to bring us love and we break his legs. You know, that's how it goes, right? Referencing The Simpsons. My God, how deep have I fallen? Blah blah blah. If our analysis is correct, it suggests that the aliens have at least one base of operations within or very close to our solar system. Locating it would be a valuable intelligence windfall. Research the Skywatch and Deep System Skywatch. We have Skywatch. Global Technologies, and then the Alien Origin Project when it becomes available, which we have. Well, the alien signatures we have, so that is also Skywatch, and now we need Deep System Skywatch. We need to complete these prerequisites. Yeah, sure. And then Savage Alien Technology. This is a long-standing goal, though. The more we learn about the aliens, the more science teams are coming to feel that we are not as behind technologically as we initially feared. The alien designs are far more advanced than ours, and their materials science is particularly impressive, but the alien equipment seems, for the most part, compatible with our own scientific understanding. If we can gain access to some working examples of alien technology, our research division believes that they should be able to reverse engineer them. I recommend you select a small and vulnerable alien target that we can swiftly overwhelm, enabling us to loot the field and withdraw before the aliens can respond. Yeah, sure, warship. Sure, let's just murder that. That's easy, right? Right? Oh god. So what do we need here? I do want the operations research once, because we have so little. And it costs us 5 for every alien ship. But I also want the alien flora. I don't know why there's no description here, but I do want that. But this should be quick-ish. 50 days. It's 2 months. It's fine. There is a counselor there. But none of you...
Wrapping up here.
Oh,
Prepping
people
for
know
next
about
mission.
you. The servants and the protectorate
Prepping for
know
the next
about you.
mission.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Prepping for next mission.
It's not good. That's fine. They can't do anything right now.
Where do you need me?
So what are you going to do? Let's go here and you look at
Initiating
this
recon.
location.
Reporting
I
in.
don't trust her to do this. I
Your
much
orders?
rather trust him to do this, and I hope they won't assassinate him. I don't think they can right now. I hope they can't.
Acknowledged.
And Ras Harvest is still trying to get the US on our side, which is fine. So we have Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is protected. We have Canada. Canada is protected. Oh, Canada. And we're getting Mexico right now. It's not protected yet, because I want all of the points.
Every circumstance
We
is
might
an
be kicked out.
opportunity. Our test is to recognize and seize it.
Terrible Hamster is wiggling his butt, or their butt, towards the alien, I guess. That is very servant behavior of you. You appear to be a double agent. I don't know what to do with you. We have encountered the initiative. The leaders of the shadowy cabal reveal little about themselves or their methods. In some regions, they are behind rampant rumors that the aliens' arrival is a fabrication by Earth's government and corporations, which already makes me hate you. In others, they have founded companies selling products that allegedly protect from a fictitious alien disease they seem to have made up, which makes me hate you even more. You greedy little bastards.
Eyes up.
Okay, you're searching. Apparently you haven't found anything, though. So someone must have gotten rid of the stuff. Okay. Well, now you have something to do in Ethiopia. Xenology lab.
Public
Yes, we want
sentiment
that.
is increasingly with us.
Really good. Really good. Do it again. You're not detected, which is good. At some point we'll need that.
Our presence is growing.
We're only getting 0.3 per month. That's not good. 3 out of 4. Good. Good. Thank you. Critical success even. Damn. 1% roll. Baby. This also shifts the public opinion, which is
Mission
great because of
cancelled.
critical success. Yeah, you can't do that. I don't want to go against the humanity first because they are bros. So this annoys me a bit. This
Ready
does
to
annoy
go.
me a bit. You can't defend. So what you should do is basically go here
I will try to sway
and
the
make
public.
sure they like us.
At your service.
At your service.
You're not going to defend. You're going where did you... Oh, there is some alien life form there. Okay, but you're going here first.
Headed there now.
Ready for
And
orders.
you're going to defend here. That's basically why I have you.
Securing our interests.
Nothing good. Well, an operative is not that bad. Necessarily. You start with okay-ish espionage, but no, you're not good. I want a freaking spy, damn it. Give me a spy.
Making things safe for our people.
Why? It's intimidation tactics to scare the alien? With the fart zone? Terrible Hamster, what the hell? What are you, 4? My god.
We've moved the
Hamster.
needle.
And actually, you're now
Public opinion is
coming
moving in our
up
direction.
and investigate,
Laying
and
the
after that
groundwork.
you're going to burminate them. You're going to burn them to the ground, so... We're at 50% public opinion in the US. That is quite strong. No one else is even close.
Recon complete.
So we have that under lockdown right now. Kind of. Okay, that's another point in... Another percent in tech. We don't have the slots available. The org marketplace has updated. I need boost. Yeah, this is not good enough. The environment I like, but it's not good enough. We need boost. You can get... What do you get? Basically about admin. Striver. That's actually what makes you amazing. Because you need basically nothing. But what are you? You're a diplomat. You're a persuasion character without the missions I want. Why are you flinging poop at me? Terrible hamster, what the hell is happening? Yeah, you can actually not do anything. I need to get rid of you just because your missions suck. I mean, I could give you more missions through these orcs, but it doesn't make a difference. Damn, if I only had the money. So you're basically just a persuasion character, which is nice, but yeah, great. I could give you some persuasion and some admin. That's cheap. Okay, so that is my loyalty with you. You're not even very loyal. So if I find a spy, I'm gonna get rid of Flores.
Setting a watch.
That's what they wanted us to do.
Where to? I will tell our story.
Ready for my
Wait a
mission.
second, you could actually try to take
Standing
a point
by.
now. Well, you can't,
Reporting
but you can.
in.
11%. I mean, 30% is 30%, right?
Bringing them to our side.
Might work.
Acknowledged.
Doesn't cost too much. And now you're useless right now. I would like Humanity First to be purged by the servants, because those I will purge. I don't care about them. But I need full control of Mexico for reasons. I mean, at some point. Yeah, it would have been better to have you investigate while she already does stuff. Thinking about that, though. You do this.
Setting a watch.
Ready for my mission.
Well, you already get rid of this. I'm not
Going
gonna
in
use
hot.
ops. I can't. I don't have any ops.
Initiating surveillance.
We need to get some ops trickling in. Oh, he found some.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who think only of home, and those who think only of leaving home. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar, Archival Online Dating Profile.
Online dating profile. While we have long been able to provide a few months to off-world comfort to a small handful of highly trained astronauts, the time has come to strive for something longer term and even indefinite. Our newly developed first-generation outpost habitats are the product of engineering built on decades of experience in the most hostile corners of the Earth. A far cry from our earliest ventures, which were exclusively designed for scientific research, this new breed of space station is built for versatility to provide off-world homes for dozens of souls and from more walks of life than astronaut and engineer. Aside from essential life support and power functionality, the outposts are designed with a space future in mind. Each outpost, already a marvel in its own right, is capable of being further customized depending on each one's specific mission requirements. Unfortunately, unlocks Mission to Moon and Mission to Mars already. I mean, we need that soon, but we don't have the boost for it, is the sad thing. And the only ones who have is the Academy.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Getting into the US would be amazing.
Target
We don't have many
secured.
points. That is good. Yeah, we have wiped out the flora. Good.
We failed to take control.
Well, you need to repeat it. Good, no one is getting here. And there as well. I have a lot of influence in China already. That's pretty cool. You go and burminate these guys.
Gear up.
I'm here.
I'm not sure what you will do. I mean, you're not good enough to even try this. I mean, I guess 10% is 10%, right? You could also try and kick down the insurgency. Probably in Mexico. Maybe that's worth it.
Restoring order.
We don't know what the aliens are doing, so... Or where the... There must be 2 aliens on Earth right now. Two alien operatives. Ooh.
The
We actually
people will
get
come
this.
to our side.
It seems. Unless the Academy comes in. They will just steamroll us. Cool.
Violence is abating.
Very good. Not really many points, but you do that again, please.
Target still in one piece.
That's really bad. Because now we need to look out for it again and then
Our
do that
supporters
again.
are in place.
We got a point in the US. We can get another one. Critical success even, so even more public opinion. That is really good. We needed those points. Now the question is, what do we do? Flora or Outpost Core? I think Outpost Core, because we will need that for the moon. Yeah, we're getting... I mean, we now have a lot more research because of the US. A lot more. I'm definitely going hard in welfare, a little bit in environment, a lot in knowledge. I mean, knowledge is actually kind of fine. But their government definitely needs some love. That is weird to say. Mission control. We definitely want military investment. I don't think we need to build armies right now. We do need some unity. We need to get this up. Oh, they also have subversion in here. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, we want to go hard into welfare to get rid of the high inequality. We also want to help with the sustainability here. Sustainability factor is 3.01 without tech right now. Good. Hard welfare. Oh yes. The hard welfare, I'm telling you. We got some armies from them. Moldova. Why would I go into Moldova, guys? Come on. Be reasonable. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. I think 9 or 10 will be fine, and then I'm just gonna go full admin. The Cepheus Fund could help us with the environment and life science, but costs us money. We can't afford to pay that right now. More research is nice, don't get me wrong. But I need boost. Where are my boost things? That's how you get a lot of boost in the beginning.
Acknowledged.
But I don't freaking get that.
Standing by.
You know what? Instead, you're going here.
Surveying
helping
target
her.
area.
Standing by for orders.
Why are you here? Should you have done this one?
Standing by for orders.
Oh no, you did this before and that was gone.
On
No,
overwatch.
you do this.
What's the up?
I mean, you can do this much better, the stabilize nation. You could also coup d'etat. Yeah, we need a spy. We can't even take something here. We can't crack down, we can't purge. That won't go good for won't be well for long. Won't be going well. I'm not sure what I should do with you. You could defend here. But we should defend afterwards. I don't think anyone can get this right now. Just we have all the public opinion. It's quite ridiculous how much public opinion we already have here. It's a really, really good start. You could advise maybe the US, which will do at some point. You know what? You can use that to go into hiding right now. In not France, in there.
Hunkering down.
Go to Bavaria, it's fine.
We believe we can join them as brothers and sisters if we
found
only
them.
convince them we are worthy.
We know about the Academy. Led by members of Earth's scientific community, this faction has concluded that any species able to cross the stars must have moved beyond violence as a mechanism to resolve conflict. Or so you hope. They assert that humanity must work to build a bridge to ensure the aliens treat us as equals. At least that's what you're hoping for. And it would be
Going into
great,
hiding.
but... We're laying low in Munich.
Initiating recon. Cleaning things up.
Yeah, it's still there. That's not good. They just surpassed us. Although they
Public
didn't.
opinion is moving in our direction.
Good, United States. Moving the needle.
Just
said it surpassed
imagine,
us, but they
Ifechi, how this world would change if we could mass manufacture building materials in an instant. Homes built for mere pennies, irrigation for every village, a brighter, fairer future for all. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, Private Correspondence.
To build our way to the stars, we will require far more efficient resources than we have now. As the fourth most abundant element, oh yeah, fourth most, I didn't see that the last time, element in the universe, and indeed the second most in the human body, carbon is a near endless and highly adaptable resource. By developing our understanding of carbon's properties and limits, we have become able to manipulate it at a molecular level. This will enable the creation of ever more impressive, yet ever more affordable building materials and structures, both here on Earth and eventually throughout the galaxy. Carbon nanotubes. Now we can choose for the first time what mission will be done. What is the next research we want to do? We could go for the moon to prepare for that, but our boost is really not there yet. I don't want mission to the moon right now. Yes, keeping this on the back burner is also bad. Because, you know, time is ticking. We have 7 more years until shit will go awry. Space tourism is too early. Maybe advanced chemical rocketry? Like reusable rockets, super heavy chemical rockets, space tugs, all that goodness? Next generation aerospace and stuff? I want more boost, and maybe this helps. Better chemical rocketry seems good for more boost. Let's go for that. I'm still gonna leave that on full, in the hopes that I can steer the research again. It's not great, because there's not much getting here, but... Also, I'm leaving all of these on 1. Not because I really want to contribute to this, but because... I have learned before that if you put something in here, you get more out of it than if you don't. So you get an extra boost for every different kind of research you're doing. I don't think we get a boost here, but still fine. Is what I learned before, and I hope that that still holds true, but I don't know.
Our
Come on,
presence
give me
is
that.
growing.
Yes. Oh, and we have enough for another point, maybe. Is that... It's one shy, right? No, we need to be here? No, we need to be here. This is the one I want, because then we control the mass media, and that means we're sitting pretty. But this is really good. Because we get a lot of bonuses from this. I'm willing to go over even. Yes, I'm gonna lose some influence, but I don't really care, I must say. Give me a spy. There's a spy. We got a spy. Are you good? You're an enemy of the state, of course. But it's Japan, so who cares? Inscrutable. Huh. Has a small team of loyal followers. Ooh, gives us income. Gives us ops, which is good. Suspicious is fine. Because I just get innate investigation and security, which is good. A spy needs investigation and espionage because of crackdown and of purge. You want both of these at 25 or close. And also administration, of course. Administration is a little low for you, but that's fine. We can get rid of enemy of state, as we know. I think that's worth it. I think he's great. I think he's absolutely great. We'll take this guy. Now we need another person who wants to be named. But this is our spy. Carlos Roberto Hincapi. Roberto. I think that's a good choice. I wish we had the extra council shizen here. Clandestine cells. That's definitely the one I will take after Outpost Core. I just wanted to make sure that when they go for the moon again, that I'm ready. It means I need to get rid of you, and I don't like it, because you do some useful stuff right now. You don't have any orcs, though, so that's good. And basically, you're not really that good, and you're very old. Oh god, how old is the other guy? Okay, nice. Still has a few more years left. They're all very old all the time. It's kind of garbage. You even have good persuasion. And you also have the control nation and public campaign. Oh my god, you're so much better. You're just the golden boy. It's fine. We'll find another one. I'm sorry. Other guy who is now gone forever because we probably, you know, brought him behind the shed and then he was never seen again. That's how that goes. Give me you. Roberto, you're a man. You're the man. Yes, you're an enemy of the state of Japan, apparently. Are you? No, Colombia. Okay. Enemy of Colombia, but that's fine. Who is in control of Japan? No one yet. Okay, interesting. The initiative is next to China. No one is going for India. I wish I could, to be honest. I wish I could, but until we get this up, and that will take a long time, nothing is going to happen there. So now we have a spy. And I'm going to save this here because, oh my freaking god, is that nice. And he's a good spy. We're going to get rid of enemy of the state. It's Colombia. Who cares, right? Who cares? So for spy shit, you need spy stuff. But I'm actually going to go for more orcs because that will give us more points as well. I still don't see any boost, game. How about you give me some boost, please? Frick. Frick. So what are we going to do with you right now? You could investigate some counselors. Don't want to increase unrest. You could do some public campaigning with us. Somewhere. Damn, we're very firm in Canada. That's pretty good. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. You guys are trying to go into the UK. I wish I could play around there as well, but it's not the most important thing, unfortunately. I like the EU, and I also would like to kick Russia's face in and stop them from murdering the Ukraine. I mean, also in real life, I would like to do that, but, you know. You can purge control points. I could try to purge this, which you're not good enough yet. Especially with defense. And you can crack down. You could still try. I mean, you have 6% chance. 6 out of 100 times it will work 100% of the time. So, you know, it will work if you go at it long enough. You can still do it. Is it the most effective thing you should do? Or you can do? Probably not. Can sabotage facilities. Oh, the retaliation is strong, though. That is quite strong. Could help against the academy, though. Why do they have so much boost? I mean, yeah, they got a lot from Europe. Where else are they? And Humanity First is taking Africa by storm. Someone is going for Brazil. Oh, you're actually going for Southern... Oh, South America hard. Oh my goodness. Initiative. What the fuck are you doing? Okay. Yeah, this is also a problem. Again, I want to be buddy-buddies with my Humanity First boys. And we could do trades with them, but we don't really have anything to trade right now. I mean, I could try to trade some boost, which now goes up quite nicely. I could investigate my own guys. Not really right now. I think it's not that important. I'm not sure what to do with you right now. You could just help. Just help lock us down somewhere. Because we can't really get more points right now.
We must persuade the people.
Ready.
And you could actually just advise. You're not bad. You could just advise the US. Cost me influence. That sucks. Oh, we have something to terminate. Okay, let's go. Sure.
We're going in.
It has always been true that we must
found
leave
Project
the
Exodus.
cradle if our
I think it's the last
species is
one.
to survive. If these aliens are indeed hostile, the time to go is now.
Which is so stupid to me. This is one of the most stupid factions. I mean, I understand the religious idiots that just bend over backwards and just, you know, let them have their way with them. In a crass manner of speaking. But, you know, it's kind of hilarious. But these guys, I don't understand. Not even a little. Because what they're basically saying is, we build a big ship, and then we just sail into the sunset. But after all the agony, getting a spy and nothing for him to do? I mean, not yet. Spies are extremely important mid-game. Well, towards the mid-game. So we will have plenty of use for that person. But at the moment, we're control point locked. That's the problem. But the thing is, Project Exodus... What they're saying is... I mean, let's read this. This organization had its foundations in a group of tech magnates who were already funding space exploration before the alien arrival. Now, with proof of interstellar travel in front of all of humanity, they are focusing their efforts on leading an expedition beyond Earth's solar system. Yeah, but not just an expedition. They're leading an exodus. That's literally their name. They want to pack their coffers, get into the ship, and never look back. The problem with that is... there is no second Earth. Yes, there are planets that would be livable for us. And I definitely understand how people would dream of a new planet, you know, lush and perfect and pristine. But you know what that also means? Zero infrastructure. If you get there and if you have enough resources to maybe live for the next, let's be generous, year when you get there. Just getting there is hard enough, but then living for another year, having enough resources to then start, you know, build houses, farm, or gather up some food or something, you know, so you get through the next winter, because probably there will be a winter if it's a Goldilocks zone planet, is so unthinkable. And it's basically like the storm on the US, you know, when there were colonies, you know, the colonization of the US. You know how many people didn't live through their first winter there? It's ridiculous. And they were only an ocean away from the civilization, you know? And not hundreds of thousands of light years, or maybe millions of light years away. It's just absolutely ridiculous to think we could just go to a new planet and live there. That's not how anything works, unfortunately. And that's why I don't understand them. I mean, even, let's say the Protectorate have more of a point, because they don't abandon, you know, what we have here. They just say, okay, we just, you know, surrender to the aliens, and hopefully they won't murder us, you know? Hopefully they can just be, you know, their vassals and still have some independence. Even though that's not, you know, maybe not true at all. But they, at least that makes sense, because, you know, they just don't get the fuck out of here. So I just don't understand the sentiment at all. I mean, the servants are just so nutty in their brain that they just, you know, do whatever the aliens say, so whatever. But that is something I would expect. This seems so ludicrous to me, so ridiculous. But it's what they want to do. They just want to fuck off, you know. They just say, well, we can't live here anymore, so now we go. Not even thinking about the aliens still have better technology than you do. They can just follow you. Who says they can't track you through your whole way? And then, you know, 10 years later, 50 years later, maybe 100 years later, they just stand on your doorstep again. But you will not be in the same situation as you are now, because you will not have any industry in 100 years. Maybe barely some. You're probably going back to blacksmiths at that point. You won't really have, you know, any sustainability. If you're lucky, you can make sure you can go through a winter without dying. At that point, it's absolutely ludicrous. Depending on how many people they can bring with them at all, because maybe the gene pool deteriorates, and what are you gonna do then? Who says they can't just blast you out of the sky? Exactly, they could just blast you out of the sky, but the point is, you get out of the solar system, you're safe, you know, that's what they think. But they could just follow you, they're quicker than you, at least at the moment. Maybe at that point they're not, but maybe they're on par, sure. But they can still track you, and they have all the time in the freaking universe. They can just sit on your doorstep again, and what are you gonna do then? Go again and find another planet? That's just idiotic. If you can't stand your ground here, how can you stand your ground then? It makes no sense to me, that sentiment. It's just so alien to me, that
Public
thought.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
But, I mean, to me it's alien to want to go to Mars, because, you know, we have a perfectly fine planet here. Why not save that planet instead of just leaving it? It's just, you know, it's much more work to get a dead planet back into something that resembles Earth than just to save Earth. It's also much cheaper to save Earth, but, you know, no one wants to pay any money for that because that's boring. It's so stupid. Okay, we wiped it out. Good.
We are taking over.
Humans do dumb shit, so that's pretty realistic in this game, I have to say. I mean, true. Terrible Hamster, absolutely 100% true. I totally agree. Still, I don't understand that thought. Nice. Okay, we're a little bit over now. And we're losing 1.9 points a day. A day. That is a lot. So we don't want to be over cap. We will have to be happy with the amount of control in the US that we have right now. There is no other way. We will not get more. Not right now. I don't even want to go that much into mission control. I mean, I have 5. That's not much. Yes, I do want that. Maybe I don't want to go too much into military right now, just a token. So we go up in military because we will have to. I definitely want to fix the government, but maybe I can, you know, reduce that a little bit as well. They still are good at knowledge. I mean, 10 is the maximum always, so that's fine. They're getting more sustainable, which is nice. Which doesn't destroy the planet as much. There's also a saying of some people that the real end boss of this game is not the aliens. It's actually global warming. Well, global warming is not the real thing. Climate change. You know. By the way, climate change... Don't listen to some idiots. Climate change was first. That was the term coined first. And it was global warming was used to discredit it afterwards. So, just so you know. If you know, you know. Also, we need to waste 20 more influence. So that really hurt us, our influence. But we should be able to cope with that. We definitely need to protect our place here. We're really good with public opinion. We actually need to pull a little bit more public opinion into that. So...
Your orders?
Reporting in.
let's do that. Public opinion here is absolutely mega fine. Because we're going really hard into unity, which I don't need to do that much. Maybe... let's get their military up a bit. And let's get their economy up a bit. I think we're going to invest in that way. And just try to make this country amazing. I mean, it's also already better than, you know, the neighbor. Let's put one point in here as well. How do I get... I need more welfare. Let's go more welfare. I think that's better. A lot of knowledge share, a lot of welfare share, so they get the inequality down. And maybe I pull back on the economy again. But get some military. Maybe even a token point could be fine. And just put a lot in welfare, a lot in knowledge, to just get their country to be one of the best countries in the freaking world. Now, you... is there another country I will need public opinion with? I mean, I could try in India. It's hard, though. This is about impossible right now. I mean, basically, I want this here as well.
We must
I do want some more public opinion. I'm not sure how long we keep Kazakhstan, but if I can, I will. We're getting some boost now. That is good. Is there mission to the moon? No. Good. Good. That means we probably have enough time to get one station running before we go to the moon. Which would be nice. But maybe we just save it. Just go to the moon. Because then the station on Earth will be dirt cheap. You're being seen. That's not good. You can go into hiding, though. How about the others? Yes, you will need that as well.
Standing by for orders.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, these guys don't have that much espionage. That means they will be found much quicker. Do I see boost? I see unity. That's nice. And public campaigning for some people. You can't public campaign. That would be amazing for you. It's very expensive, though. This would help with our monthly income. But investigation and espionage is actually our boy here. You would need that. And actually, it's worth the money to me. Gives us very little money. You can have that. We're very close to getting more administration. That's probably what I'm going to focus on for now. Because that gives us more points as well, which would give us more income again. Do you need investigation? I don't think so. Investigate counselor, maybe. This, you won't lose these. You can unequip them anytime you want. You can only have a certain number unequipped, but still. And you can also sell them again, so that's not a problem. I could just buy this, get a little bit more money as well. I mean, it would need, you know, more than 10 months, 15 months or something that to pay for itself, but still. Gives you another investigation, which is okay, I guess. No, I'm not gonna do that. I want boost. Why is there no boost? Terrible hamster, what are you gonna do? We are already... Why are we not defending this? You're going to defend this.
Making things safe for our people.
Costs me a lot. So influence will be
Protecting
hard
our
to
interests.
gain. For a while. Which is not good. We need to close the gap here.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Really good. Repeat that,
Our
please.
case remains unheard.
Repeat that, please.
We've moved the needle.
Yes, repeat it. We just need to go public now. And now we're in a good spot, actually. We just need all of the USA, by the way. But otherwise, we have a lot of research. We're getting some boost. Every month we can now build something in low Earth orbit if we want to. Our ability to manage the affairs of something... Yeah, I know. 59 per month. That is so much. I'm working on it. We just need to get these guys more XP. There you go. And then give them extra admin, extra persuasion, or extra command. And we'll get out of this hole. That was a lot of points already. So that's pretty good. Terrible Hamster. You could fight against the Strife. You could do that here as well, but that is not necessary, really. You could fight against it here. Let's fight against it here.
Restoring order.
But now we have 4 counselors who
us,
don't have to do
embers
many
glow.
things at this time.
Through meditation,
Which is good.
prayer, and togetherness,
Oh,
these
God.
dim sparks will blossom into the roaring flames they were meant to be. Superior Judith Helm, Burn Brighter, Self-Improvement Course.
Yeah, or scam artist, you know, that's what you are. Since the middle of the 20th century, and right up to the present day, rocketry has relied on old-fashioned chemical combustion. Fuel and oxidizer are mixed and ignited within the combustion chamber, creating a propellant that is then expelled to generate thrust. That's literally how it works today. A tried and tested method, and one which remains as fundamental now as it did decades ago. However, we can improve our existing designs to be far more fuel efficient and significantly safer. By using lighter materials and refining our propellants to become more stable, this classical method of propulsion can take us across greater distances at lower cost. This should be the orcs for more... I hope for that. This should be the orcs for boost, I hope. And we could get these things. Interplanetary chemical rockets. I think we did this. Yes, we did this. Good. That means we have a better chance to get these things. Interplanetary chemical rockets is really good, I think. Now, we could go mission to moon, since we are now about ready. And this will still take a while. But I would like to still get, you know, get something else beforehand. Ooh, cybernetics? Going towards cybernetics is nice. There is something. There are different ways to go about things, to unlock different things. I forgot about it, though. I don't know what we need. Deep System Skywatch is something we need, so how about that? Ooh, I think that is very important, because I think that will make the Academy break. And will make them really weak. Should really go fast for that. Ooh, this is really good. We definitely want that. Absolute favorite.
Violence is abating.
More stabilizing nation. Which is good. Just do that again, yes.
The people
that's
will
fine.
come to our side.
Definitely do that again. You know what? Make that a permanent.
We've moved the needle.
Make that a permanent as well for
The
now.
people will come to our side.
So, if we wanted to control all of Mexico, not that we have the points, but if we wanted to, we need to purge these. We need to crack down on them and then purge them once their defense falls off. Problem is when our defense falls off will be a problem. New project available. Augmented combat training gives military priority. Increased points. Oh, this is good. Build army, build navy. This is really good. I definitely want that too. We don't have the science for it though. I mean, this should be fine if I still go one... Oh. Ah, okay. Now it is the thing. So I think it was once a week that we got a mission phase before, or something. The initial global upheaval in response to the alien arrival has calmed somewhat, with various political and economic interests recognizing that whatever the aliens are doing, the end of the world is not immediately upon us. With the sense of emergency fading, entrenched power structures are reasserting their authority, and humans are spending more time worrying about each other than about the aliens. The fools. In short, our moment to strike quickly is passing. Our counselors report that their missions are taking longer to plan and conduct, as they must navigate the old protocols for travel security and international contacts. We can still move forward, and some of our missions will have a greater impact as we spend more time on them, but everything will take longer to accomplish now. The mission assignments phase would occur twice a month going forward, and I think it was every week before. Now it's every 2 weeks. Yeah, I remember that one. So now everything takes much longer. This was just the tutorial phase, basically. Yeah, let's just go on, I think. Did something change that I need to address? Maybe. We got new orgs and we don't. I mean, there are new orgs available. We'd probably need to wait for the next refresh. But maybe we can have... Oh, we're so close. Maybe we can have some extra points there as well.
In 1954, the Americans built the first nuclear-powered submarine and changed the course of naval warfare. Now, it is upon us to become the creators of the first nuclear-powered spaceship. It is upon us to define warfare in space. Commander Fiona Ayawade comments to media at Churchill Shipyards.
Cool, I'm reading that in a second, but I was looking for something. There should be an indicator what I can do with... Oh, I can't do this here. I could do this here. Because you need to have the executive branch for what I wanted to do. And now the question is, where is that? Because before you had a symbol here that you could hover over, and it would show you what diplomatic actions you could do. Because I want to federate with Canada. For reasons that will become apparent much later. It's not what I want. Canada's on Earth. Ooh, who would have known? Policies? They moved this here. Ah, still 10 days until we have consolidated our authority. 33 days, and we don't even have that here. But this is what I was looking for. Okay, so it's not a hover over anymore. It's a part in here. Okay. Because what I want to do is federate with Canada, but we need to wait a bit. And I mean, we probably need to have the executive branch here because we need to start it from the US to Canada, because for some reason this game thinks that is how it would go. But I mean, it's from 2022. It's not from, you know, today's time, because today it would probably be definitely the other way around. It's also like Europe can only be formed from France. Why? Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't think it does. I think any of the core nations should be able to form it, but you know, it's fine. It's a limitation this has. There, federation. They can federate with Iceland, Albania, United Kingdom, and North Macedonia. That's what I was looking for. Because that's what we want to do with America. I'm actually thinking, should I invest in public opinion so everyone else will go down in public opinion and cannot take this? And effectively blocking this. And then try to block this as well and take this over myself. I mean, I probably want both of them at some point, but... I would really like Humanity First to go there, because that would make them strong. And I want a strong Humanity First and want them to get out of this country, because that's mine. Now, let's read. Because the French would be really upset if they weren't the center of the universe. I mean, maybe. Make France into world... Kiki? You mean wee? I mean, wee is an O. O-U-I. Baguette intensifies. Yeah, baguette. Since we discovered nuclear fission in 1938, we have used this knowledge both to give and to take, to build power plants and weapons of mass destruction alike. With every passing decade, our understanding of the forces that rule the universe grew, and we were able to refine this process further. However, until now, reactors needed to pull off gravity in order to contain the chain reaction and to keep the water flowing. Without that flow, nothing happens. For fission heats water. Yeah. It's the stupidness of nuclear power plants, which are just fancy, what's it called? What's the English word for that? Steam engines. They're just fancy steam engines. It's so laughable, actually. We can't even use the reaction, really, because all we're using is the heat from the reaction to make water warm. That's how ridiculous this actually is. No, with OUI, Terrible Hamster. God damn it. For fission heats water, water becomes steam. Steam turbines. Steam turns turbines, and turbines generate energy. Now, combining our new concepts for deep space propulsion with our decades of experience in nuclear fission, we are able to stabilize the first nuclear reaction in space. With our new reactor designs, we no longer need gravity to collect the energy released by splitting atoms. Our new containment system ensures a safe, sustained chain reaction in 0G. Yeah, sure. There was a funny meme text about that, was there? Thanks to this achievement, our fission-powered spacecraft can now reach the darkest and furthest corners of our solar system. Nuclear reactors will power ships, weapons, and habitats, enabling us to harness countless resources far beyond our home Earth atmosphere. Yeah, we will need those fission plants for Mars. Because Mars only gets, like... what was it? 10% of Earth's solar radiation? And Earth only gets a little bit, actually, only half or something of the sun's actual radiation, but just because it just, you know, it loses so much in between. Which actually for us is good, because we would be fried otherwise. If we would be on Mercury, we would be dead instantly. What was it? Mercury goes up to 400 degrees and minus 170 in 1 day cycle? It's kind of weird. Blah, 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 rather than bound to our own soil. Furthermore, these new technologies will help us to build the next generation of solid fission systems and explore even greater energy potential of nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion. Fission and fusion. Big difference. And it is. It's 180 degrees difference, actually. Well, you see, we use nuclear reactions to generate vast amounts of energy, which we can then turn into steam. Nice. Scientist screams, yeah.
Order is returning.
Well, let's repeat that once more. Can't really make much use of you right now.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
I'm basically just XP farming right now.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Outpost Core, that's our project. Bases may be founded at HAB sites surveyed by probes or ships. An outpost may have 3 additional small modules and a mine. Allows factions to found outposts. Yeah, that's our basic first little bit on the moon. Allows construction of following modules, outpost core. Yeah, and it leads to all the other shit that we already have. Good. Really? That needs 2? Oh god, we can only have 2 mines? I mean, we only need 2 mines on the moon to get all the resources. Hopefully. Okay. I wanted something... oh, high thrust probes. If we could get this done before mission to the moon, that would actually be amazing. Because we would be there in half the time and could instantly take everything we can, and we can have, from the moon. I think I'm gonna do this. I want this done. In... wait, that's just a few months? Wait, that is a month? I can do this in a month? That's ridiculous. Okay, yep, I'm gonna do that. Maybe I can do this even faster. This will validate, though. Yeah, look at that. No one can beat the Academy. That would be really good. If we can do that before mission to the moon finishes. Which it won't be. Oh, so close. Can I actually do that? No. Even if I would stop these. Oh, now I can. That is huge. Because when that finishes, you still need to send probes. And if my probes are 100% faster than anyone else's, I'm the winner. I'm doing that.
How could one so young coddled as you are by the modern world, begin to understand what war is. I did what had to be done. Closing your eyes and wishing the monster away only makes you an easier meal. Colonel Hans Castillo.
It's not
during
wrong.
a war crimes trial.
During a war crimes trial. Well, that's not that good. But he's not wrong in the general sentiment. In terms of war crimes, no, but otherwise. Living with the certainty we are not alone requires we change from observing the cold worlds of our outer solar system, I guess, when it suits some scientific purpose, to actively monitoring them as an intelligence-gathering operation, like sentinels on the watchtower. With Earth and space stations constantly in motion, doing so requires an integrated network of sensors and analysts ready to investigate whether the transient blip is a small and simple chunk of nickel and iron on a grand journey through the universe, or an alien spacecraft coasting towards Earth. Allows factions to track alien vessels and structures anywhere in the solar system. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of them now. Immediately reveals all alien vessels and habitats within our detection range. Yep. So there are on Heliocon's crater on Enki. Orbiting Enki, that's their stations, that's scary. Enki. That's all? Is that all their bases? Is that their main planet? I don't know what their main planet is. Can you spy on the other secret faction? Yes, you can. In multiple ways. So, I don't do that right now because it's not worth anything to me right now. But I'm not going to do Mission to Mars yet. I want that regulated, hopefully, when I'm ready. You could do photonic computing. I'm going to talk about that in a second, Joy. One second. I don't need space tourism. What I need is something that gives me more points. Because I think we're ready for the moon now. Well, we need more boost, but... because the probes will need boost as well. Let's go for electromagnetism. I need something that gives me points, damn it. Oh, this is not my projects anyway. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about these. They can just cycle this however they want. I want this to be done before this is done. That could be quite good. I'm going to put a save in here. Then I'm quickly going to talk about what Joy asked me, and then we're going to end this part and start another afterwards. So, Joy, can you spy on the other secret factions? Yes. You can see the intel I have here. I have a lot of intel by now. Because they're all revealed, and that means I can see them where they are on the Earth. Interestingly, you still have spaces. Ooh, I need to invest more in mission control. And I can now because I have the US. Yeah, we are in a good spot actually right now. That's really good. Okay, you can see this, but you can't see much else. Right? You can't see their objectives, you can't see their relations. Well, a bit. Apparently, the servants are already in conflict with me and with humanity first, which makes sense. Tolerance. The Exodus tolerates me. Everyone else tolerates me. The Protectorate is in conflict with me. I don't know why, but sure. Fine. Can't see their tax or anything. So how you do this is, if you want to find the counselors, you go to your spy or whatever it is. Let me just finish this phase. Research alien origin. Yes, we need to do that as a favorite. Let me just finish this phase and then we'll stop. We consolidate control. Perfect. Rocket powered tugs speed up delivery of HAB modules by 11%. That's definitely something I want. UFO crashes in Guyana. Great. Just end this phase, damn it. National investment points. Boost priority. Ooh, this is amazing. This is really important.
I am humbled
I need
to have
more
been
orcs,
chosen
damn it.
for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. The things they can do up here are simply incredible. Their studies on the long-term effects of microgravity are fascinating, while the strides being made in combustion could revolutionize energy production back on Earth. Chancellor Li Qingzao comments while visiting the International Space Station.
So I'm going to read this real quick. I'm going to show you, and we'll end after that. Dating back to early space research efforts on board Mir and the International Space Station in the late 20th century, advances in biology, physics, and chemistry have expanded the human understanding of concepts otherwise impossible to explore under normal terrestrial conditions. As space travel and longer-term space habitation becomes more commonplace, we can study and ultimately respond to the myriad of effects of microgravity on the human body, which is horrible, by the way. Like kidney failure, kidney stones, viruses that are dormant in us that come out in space because of the stress and all the you know, other stress factors and stuff that you have. It's really shit. It's really shit. Muscles deteriorating, bones deteriorating, heart problems, all of this. Eyesight problems. Space is horrific. You don't want to be there. Improved methods of growing food and generating oxygen, and even experiment with new power sources. Initially, this will involve the expansion of our orbital space stations, but as further breakthroughs are made, we will be able to move ever further away from Earth's embrace. Also, high radiation dosages on the ISS is not that much of a problem because they're still inside of the Van Allen belts, but after that, ooh, it's not good. Let me look at the orcs real quick. Oh shit, are you insane? I want this one though. I don't have the money. But this one at least gives me the engineering. Actually, 2 engineering. That would unlock all of them, I think. No, it can't. But it would unlock one of them. Also, the more of these cogs you have, the higher the bonus that you get here. But you need at least 1 to unlock this slot, and I think this is an engineering project, yeah. That you need to unlock. And then you have 3 slots for your own project, which is really great. Are we done? Don't finish anything else. Thank you. Good. Oh, that means no, mission to moon is still going. Good. And we are locked in there. Perfect. But you go basically to your spy, or any investigating person. You know, it could also be an officer or investigator or whatever it is. Mission. They need investigation and need this one mission. You don't have that mission, so maybe not you. But they need the mission to investigate counselor. And then you see a lot of counselors that are unknown. And you go after them. And you figure out who that is. Because they're either aliens. Spoiler. But I mean, we know 2 aliens are running around on Earth. They could be alien counselors. Or they belong to any other faction. You can even investigate your own counselors. Because you might want to know what their loyalty really is. For example. And then boost that loyalty maybe. Or whatever. Or be fine with it. Right. And with that, you know about their counselor. This one counselor. You can do that as many times as you want and find more counselors. Good information already. But you can then also, and that is probably where Terrible Hamster comes in. No, it's not what I want. No, it's not what I want. Stop it.
At your service.
Yes. You can then detain them. And that will disrupt their mission. And you can interrogate them then. And find out even more intel. But that's still not all. Because then what you can do... Oh, also, you need to do this now.
On the way to the target site.
Then what you can do is...
Where do you
I have that? You can turn them. This counselor cannot undertake this mission because there are no valid targets. Yes, sure. I want to see what turning does. It doesn't show me. God damn it. So basically, you turn an enemy counselor. You can have 2 enemy counselors turned. That's not what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at... No, I wanted to look at this. These 2 slots will never be filled unless you turn a counselor. What does turning do? You see everything about their faction. You have full intel, because they know everything. And also, you can make them fail their missions with a percentage chance. So you can say, well, if they're within 10% of their goal, they fail. If they're within 80% of their goal, they fail. Auto-fail. But the higher that failure rate is, the easier it is for the AI to detect it. That they're compromised. And then they can just, you know, turn them again, basically. They turn the double agent back into an agent. Or they could assassinate them or whatever. I don't know. Doesn't really make a difference. But that's what you basically can do to spy on these guys. So interfering in the enemy's plans are a thing. Yes. Definitely. Because when you have one turn, like from the servants, you see everything that counselor will do. And you see the other counselors, and you see what they will do. And then you have a picture of what you can actually do against them, you know, to foil their plans, because you see their plans being enacted. It's very cool. Unfortunately, you can't do that much with this. You can't really make them do stuff. They're still under the control of the other faction. So it's way deeper than I originally thought, getting more interesting, and the more I watch, and you're not even in space yet. Yes, space will be interesting as well, with building ships and such, which we can't do right now, unfortunately. We are not even in space. We're just very, very early. Just 1 year has passed so far. And this game will definitely go on for 10-15 years for sure in-game. So there is still a lot to come. But I will put a cut in this part. I will do another one, so don't leave yet. But for YouTube, unfortunately, you have to wait a few days. And then there will be a new part. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you liked. Don't forget to sub the YouTube channel. Really, really helps for the channel to grow. And also come to Twitch and come to Discord. And I see you on the next one. Blub blub, everyone.